Welcome to the second instalment of my trip. So we woke up and we decided we'd head through the park that was next to the hostel due to the weather, and since we had a little bit of time to spare. So we had a nice walk through that park before heading down to the tram stop and heading towards our next stop, which was the Universarium. We began to discuss food, but both decided that we weren't that hungry. So, since Nikki had never been to one of the 7-Elevens, we decided we'd head to one of them and get some hot dogs. I really do recommend you try the hot dogs from the corner shops because they're absolutely class.
It's an active building site.
So this was the Universarium. It's a really cool sort of indoor rainforest. It's also got stuff about the planet and about our bodies and stuff like that. And it was really cool seeing all the sort of rainforest animals. It's absolutely roasting in there though, so if you go, I definitely recommend you use the lockers that they've got on the bottom floor because you won't need a jacket or anything like that. Although saying that, I did end up with a bird pretty much crapping on my back, which I didn't find out until I was walking about the aquarium part of the building and I touched my back to find, well, you know.
Yeah.
So this is us down in the aquarium. This was the last bit of the Universarium we went to. There is another bit, or there was another bit the last time I was there. It was up on the roof and it was outdoors, but looking from the outside of the buildings, it looks like there's a lot of construction work going on, so it was pretty crap not to be able to see that, but it was a good trip to the Universarium, nevertheless.
Why are you doing that?
We then spent the rest of our afternoon walking the streets of Gothenburg and going to several different museums. I'll list them on the screen now. I highly recommend you go and check out the museums yourself if you're ever in Gothenburg, as they were all really cool and pretty interesting. Although we visited plenty of museums, there was one specific museum that I wish we'd visited, and that's the Volvo Museum. It was just a bit far out of the city for us to head, but as I said about the theme park, there is always next time. We headed towards our hostel again, but before going back inside, we decided to head to the supermarket, where we'd pick up some food.
Yes. Totally different for the day.
Before we went into our hostel to eat our food, we decided to head up to the Natural History Museum. We were in the search of a polar bear, but unfortunately we couldn't find any. These massive whales were pretty cool to see though instead. These meatballs were amazing and they only took a couple minutes to make. It's getting later in the day now, but the weather is still great, so we decide to go back out and jump on the tram. We head out to the west of the city and find a nice spot to watch the sunset from. Although we do arrive about an hour before the sunset, we manage to keep warm by walking about and just checking out the sights, like these turrets we managed to spot in the distance. It wasn't long though before we were sitting in one spot watching the sun go down. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.